See, you have seen introduction to Java. That is you have seen. Now, today onwards, I'll start logical programming. For that, first of all, you should know some concepts, 5-6 concepts required. For example, if you write like this, byte A equal to 3, character B equal to capital A, and suppose integer C equal to A plus B, system dot out dot println. Suppose it is one small logical code snippet. This is called logical code snippet. Will it compile or not? Will it executes or not? If compiles and executes, what will be the output? If not compiles, in which line error is there? If not executes, which line error is there? That error, can we solve or not? If it is possible to solve, how to solve? If it is not possible, why it is not possible? This type of questions you have to concentrate, because software company conducting written test exams like this only. They are not asking theory, they are not asking program. Written test will be logical questions only. If they ask system test, then application you have to develop. Some companies system test also they are conducting. One task they'll give time, within that time period, that application you have to develop. That type test also they are conducting, system test. At the time, full-fledged programming required. But now, first logically, if you are perfect, then any program you can write. So I'll teach my way of programming. You have to concentrate on way of programming. If you concentrate on program, my program only you can write. If you concentrate on my way, any program you can write. So you have to concentrate on way of programming. See, if I teach 100 programs, and if you concentrate on 100 programs, 100 only you can write. If you concentrate on my way, any program you can write. So what you have to learn in classroom, program or way of program? Way of programming you have to learn. Way you learn, my way you learn, any program you can write. My way I'll teach. On that you focus. So then any program you can learn. Any program you can write yourself. 100 lines also, 1000 lines also. If you concentrate on way. But immediately way not possible. First of all, you should familiar for this type of questions, logics. But in that logic, one line if you want to write, 6 concepts required. 6 concepts. Don't write, just listen. I'll give a notes. Say, I given one small code snippet just now. Byte A equal to 3, char B equal to capital A, and integer C equal to A plus B, system dot out dot println C. I written. This is one code snippet. But one line if you want to write, suppose this line if you want to write, here 6 concepts are there. For you it appears only one line. That line only 6 concepts required. See, I written here byte A equal to 3. Byte A equal to 3 I written. But in this, it is this byte nothing but data type. Don't write, just I'll give a clarity. Just data type, it is data type. So first you have to learn data type also. It is called variable. You should learn variables also. It is variable. It is called literal. You should learn literals also. It is literal. Okay. Now here, this is, we can also call keyword. That is, we can also call keyword. Keyword also you have to learn. It is called identifier. Identifier also you have to learn. It is called operator. Operator also you have to learn. Operator. See, one line only, 6 concepts are there. Now, identifier, keyword, literal, data type, variable, operator, and every statement must be terminated with semicolon. That is syntax. See, within a one line, 6 concepts are there. If you want to write this line is valid or not valid, if you want to give answer, in that situation, first 6 concepts, if you are perfect, then you can give answer. So 6 concepts required. So byte a equal to 3. In that line only, data type is there, variable is there, operator is there, literal is there, keyword is there, and identifier is there. If you are familiar with 6 concepts, this line is valid or not valid, you can give answer. Like that, again, second line. Like that, third line. I like that, fourth line. Then you can give answer, will it compile or not? You can give answer, will it executes or not? If compiles and execute, what will be the output? If not compiles, where is the error? This type. So here, 6 concepts you have to learn first. So one is identifiers. Say one is identifiers. Second one, keywords. Third one, literals. Fourth one, data types. Fifth one, variables. Sixth one, operators. These 6 concepts, if you are familiar, then logical questions you can give answers. But logic, not only these concepts, these are basics, very basics. Up to last class, logic will be there. Today onwards, up to last class, everyday logic will be there. Logic, different angle appears. But this is one type of logic, object-oriented programming, one more type of logic. All will be covered. Okay. Now, first, these 6 concepts I'll explain. Okay. But every concept I'll interact with you. Every concept. But you have to respond. See, you have seen already yesterday, day before yesterday. Like that, I'll interact with you. Okay. At the time, you have to give answer. Compulsory. Now, write identifiers. Now write identifiers. Write identifiers. Say, today onwards, you need to put more efforts. More efforts. Even if you are IT background or non-IT background. IT people also, they learn, but they didn't learn logics. They learned Java, but they didn't learn logics. You see, very basics also, those who passed CSC, CSIT, Java exam also, they cannot give answer. That will be happen. Because academic is different, software industry different. It is not matching. See, what they are asking in a software company, what they are learning in a academics, it is not matching. That is the reason only Amirpet is learning. Amirpet is running. Otherwise, why Amirpet? Think yourself. Amirpet is not required. But again in Amirpet also same type if you learn, Amirpet course also wasted. Okay. See, whatever software industry require, that is if it is there in the academics, who will come to Amirpet? No one will come to Amirpet. No. Amirpet is not required. It is not matching. That is the reason Amirpet is running. Okay. Now, at least in Amirpet, put efforts, work hard. Otherwise, Amirpet course also wasted. Okay. That's what, put efforts, work hard. Today onwards, you need to put more efforts. More efforts. Okay. Up to yesterday, that is theory. That is nothing. If you see notes also, you'll understand. But here, you need to think. Logical thinking required. Okay. Now, identifiers. Note on. An identifier is a word and it is used to identify variables, methods, classes, interfaces, etc. An identifier is a word and it is used to identify variables, methods, classes, interfaces, etc. See, many students, they're asking doubts and IT student, I'm non-IT, 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 IT, all are eligible for software industry. That you remember. Okay. IT background also, non-IT background also, all are eligible. BA, BCom people also working in a software company. Right or wrong, check it out. BA, BCom people also working in software company. They require only logical skills and communication skills. That's it. Whether your IT background or non-IT background, that is not required. Okay. And some people, agriculture students also joined in software courses. They got a job. See, actually, they don't have a logical skills, but they learn, they got a job. That type also going on. So all are eligible. Only thing, logical skills required. And suppose few people, what they'll think, I don't have a percentage in BTech, CSCs and a BTech degree, inter these all. They'll think your percentages are only eligibility criteria to write written test. Seeing your marks, they won't give a job. Okay. If you get a BTech 90% also, seeing your marks, no one will give job. Again, you have to write written test. Okay. Software companies, some top MNC companies, they'll ask 60%, 70% for attending written tests only. They'll ask. Suppose in that situation, you are not eligible to write written tests in that company. At that time, what you do, if you have a less marks, 40 or 50, 60 like that you have, then non-MNC company, attend 1 year work in non-MNC. After getting 1 year experience, then no marks, nothing, only skills. After getting 1 year experience, you can jump to MNC. Then those who got BTech 70, 80%, that person in MNC, and you will join in a non-MNC. After getting 1 year experience, you will join into MNC. Both are in same place, same salary. It's happening. Okay. Those who are having less marks also, no need to worry. Improve your skills. It is knowledge-based job. Okay. Improve your skills. Work in non-MNC 1 year. After that, after getting experience, jump to MNC. That's it. Okay. Even if you don't have a percentage also, no need to worry. Okay. First 1 year, work in non-MNC. After getting experience, jump to MNC. That's it. See, identifiers. An identifier is a word. Identifier, nothing but word. What purpose we use? Identification purpose. Identification purpose. Variable identification, method identification, class identification, interface identification will use. About these all, you'll see in further. Next. It can be a variable name, comma, method name, comma, class name, comma, interface name, dash, dash, etc. It can be a variable name, method name, class name, interface name, dash, dash, etc. So, variable name, we can call it as identifier. Method name, we can call it as identifier. Class name, we can call it as identifier. Interface name, we can call it as identifier. In a program, so many concepts will write. So many concepts will write. For that, some names will write. Those names are called identifier. See, for example, every person having one name. Every person having one name. That is nothing but identifier. Identification purpose, every person having name. Like that, in a programs also, variable name, method name, class name, interface name, these all we are calling like a identifiers. Okay. Next. Rules to declare an identifier. 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 First rule. It can be formed by using alphabets capital A to capital Z and small a to small z, comma, digits 0 to 9, comma, underscore symbol, underscore symbol, and dollar symbol. First rule, it can be formed by using alphabets, digits, underscore symbol, and dollar symbol. It can be formed by using alphabets, digits, underscore symbol, and dollar symbol. See, rules to declare an identifier. These all rules, if you remember, that code snippet, you can give answer, valid or not valid. So not only identifier rules, 6 concepts rules, identifiers, keywords, literals, data types. Okay, these all, if you remember. 1 minute. It can be formed by using alphabets. Okay, capital letters you can write, small letters you can write. It can be formed by using alphabets, capital letters, and small letters. Digits 0 to 9, underscore symbol, dollar symbol. While writing identifier, it is the first rule you have to follow. See, one small code snippet I given, that is valid or not valid. Now you cannot give answer. After learning 6 concepts, that type of code snippet, if I write n number of, you can give answer. Out of after 6 concepts, that type of logical code snippets, I can give hundreds. Hundreds also n number of I can create. So after learning 6 concepts, you can give answer. Now present you are learning first concept. Okay. First rule, it can be formed by using alphabets, capital letters you can write, small letters you can write, digits you can write, underscore you can write, dollar you can write. Now, while writing variable, while writing method, while writing class, while writing interface, you can write capital letters, small letters, digits, underscore, dollar. Other than this, if you write error, other than if you write error, because other symbols are having some meaning, addition, subtraction, multiplication, these all. And spaces, you cannot write. Space, if you write, it is another identifier, it will understand. That is the reason. It is first rule. Second rule, it must begins with underscore symbol. It must begins with alphabet. It must begins with alphabet, comma, underscore symbol, or dollar symbol. It must begins with underscore alphabet, comma, underscore symbol, or dollar symbol. So digit you cannot write as a first letter. So it must begins with alphabet. You can write capital letter or small letter, underscore or dollar. But first letter digit not allowed. Okay, that is second rule. Third rule, the length of the identifiers, the length of the identifier is not limited. 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 There is no limit in the length. In identifier, n number of word letters you can write. Accepted, accepted, accepted. In C language, some compilers will accept only 8 letters. Some compiler will accept only 16. Some compiler 32. But in Java, there is no limit. 8 letters also, 16 also, standard also you can write. Accepted, accepted, accepted. No limit. Fourth rule. It should not contain special symbols other than it should not contain special symbols other than underscore and dollar symbols. It should not contain special symbols other than underscore and dollar symbols. It should not contain special symbols other than underscore and dollar symbols. So 2 symbols only allowed. Other than these 2, not allowed. Next. It should not contain white space characters. It should not contain white space characters. Space bar, tab, and enter keys. It should not contain special symbols other than underscore and dollar symbols. It should not contain white space characters. Space bar, tab, enter keys. Say, space bar. If I press space bar, are you getting an output? No, it is called white space character. If I press tab key, see, are you getting an output? No. If I press enter key, are you getting an output? These are called white space characters. That means in an identifier, one space also error, many spaces also error, next line also error. That is white space characters. Now, one concept I explained. Now, is it over? Writing is over. Now, you listen. 5 rules are there. 5 rules. 5 rules are there. See, it can be formed by using alphabets, digits, underscore, and dollar. In a first rule only, all are actually. Second, third, these all not. Second, third, okay. 4, 5 not required actually. I given separate. See, in a identifier, capital letters allowed, small letters allowed, digits allowed, underscore symbol allowed, dollar allowed. These only allowed. Capital letters, small letters, digits, underscore, dollar. These only allowed. Other than this, you should not write. That is first rule. Second rule, first letter must be either alphabet or underscore or dollar. But digit as a first letter not allowed. Third rule, the length of the identifier is not limited. Now, n number of letters you can write. Accepted, accepted, accepted. There is no error in Java in the limit length. C language limitation is there. On Java, no limit. 2 symbols only allowed, underscore dollar. Other than these 2, not allowed. Here, white space characters, spaces not allowed. White space character, space bar, tab, enter keys. These are not allowed. Okay. Now, here. Now, I'll give some examples. Don't write. I'll give some examples. Which are valid, which are not valid. You have to give the answer. Okay. I'll ask questions. I'll ask questions. You have to give the answer. Now, don't write. Just I'll ask question, give answers. Don't write. I'll ask 1 minute. Now, first one, valid or not valid? Valid or not valid? Valid. Second one, third one, fourth one, why it is not valid? It must begins with alphabet, underscore, or dollar. You cannot write digit. Fifth one, digit you can write, but as a first letter you cannot write. So it is valid. Now, 5 identifiers are given. 4 identifiers valid, 1 identifier not valid. Okay. Now, don't write. I'll give you time for writing. First listen. Now, 6th one. 7th one. 8th one. 9th one. 10th one. No. 6th one. Valid or not valid? Not valid. Why it is not valid? Space not allowed. 7th one. Not valid. It is as symbol, not allowed. 8th one. Valid. Dollar allowed. 9th one. Valid. Underscore allowed. 10th one. It is hyphen. It is hyphen. It is underscore. Underscore not underscore allowed. Hyphen not allowed. Okay. Now 11. Now 11th one. Valid or not valid? Valid. 12th one. 13th one. 14th one. 15th one. No. See, here 15 identifiers are given. 15 identifiers are given. Which are valid, which are not valid, you are giving answers. Okay. If I give 1000 identifiers, can you give answer or not? 1000 identifiers. You can give answer, no? Now, here, what you have to remember? 5 rules you have to remember or 15 examples you have to remember? 5 rules or 15 examples? 5 rules you have to remember. 15 examples if you remember, 16th one also may or may not possible. But 5 rules if you remember, 1000 identifiers also you can give answer. Okay. 15 examples if you remember, 16th one also may or may not possible. But 5 rules only remember, 1000 identifiers also you can give answer. Same style, my programs if you remember, my programs only you can write. My way if you remember, any program you can write. What do you want? My programs if you remember, my programs only you can write. My way if you learn, any program you can write. So my way you learn, the way I'll teach. So many people learning programs, learn the way. If you learn the way, any program you can write. If you learn programs, only my programs you can write. New program not possible. But you should be able to write new program also. See, in a BTech, what is happening? They'll give syllabus copy. From that only they'll ask. But is there any syllabus copy here? What they are going to ask, you cannot predict. You should be ready for any program. Suppose after joining in the company, team leader will give one task. Will you get it in my notes? Will you get it? No. Will you get it in books? Will you get it in Google? No, you are right. That's the reason you have to learn the way. learn the way. If you learn the way, any program you can write. So any program you can write, that is possible. That's what you have to concentrate on, way of coding, way of programming. That is I'm going to teach. On that you have to focus more and more. Now you observe BTech exam and software company exam, how much difference is there you observe. Suppose in software company, what they'll ask, like this, they'll give 5 identifiers. They'll ask, which of the following identifiers are valid? Or which of the following identifiers are not valid? They'll ask. Then suppose, assume out of 5 rules, assume you forgot second rule. Assume out of 5 rules, 1 rule you forgot. Out of 5 rules, 1 rule you forgot. Second rule you forgot. Then what will happen? It is also valid, you'll write no. Out of 5 rules, you forgot second rule. It must begins with alphabet, underscore or dollar. That rule you forgot. Then it is also valid, you'll write. See, out of 5 rules, 1 rule if you forget, you'll fail. That is software company exam. But a BTech, out of 5 rules, 1 rule remember you'll pass. Okay. What they'll ask? Are they asking this type of question? No. What they'll ask? Explain identifiers briefly. If you know first rule, 1 paragraph you'll write. Okay. If you know only 1 rule, with that rule only 1 paragraph also you'll write. Okay. People are doing that one only. So that is academic exam. See how much difference is there? They're asking theory. That's what pages, paragraphs, they are writing. 1 rule if you remember, you'll pass. No need to remember 5 rules also in BTech. But in software company, 1 rule if you forget, you will fail. That much difference is there. That is the reason you have to put efforts. You have to work hard. Okay. Now write result. These are noted examples. So first 5, how many not valid? Only 4th one. 6th one, not valid. 7th one, not valid. 8th one, valid. 9th one, 10th one, not valid. 11th one, valid. 12, valid. 13, valid. 14, 15, valid. Note. See, 1 concept you learn. Like that, 6 concepts. 6 concepts, if you are perfect, you can write, you can give answers for any logical code snippet in basics. See, core Java most important for your career. If you want to be in the software industry, nowadays core Java mandatory. Many courses core Java prerequisite. For learning advanced Java also core Java required. For learning Spring also core Java required. For learning Selenium also core Java required. SAP NetWeaver also core Java required. Oracle apps also, Oracle ADF also, Salesforce also, Android also. So many courses core Java prerequisite. Most important. Is it over? So if I give 1000 identifiers also, which are valid, which are not valid, you can give answer. It is possible. It is possible. if you remember 5 rules. Only 5 rules if you remember, it is possible. Okay. Is it completed? Say in this 5, fourth one not valid. Why fourth one not valid? It must begins with alphabet, underscore or dollar symbol. Okay. Here digit are written. That's what not valid. Why sixth one not valid? It should not contain white space characters. Space not allowed. Why seventh one not valid? Special symbols, only 2 symbols allowed. Underscore, dollar. This has symbol not allowed. And why 10th one not valid? Same reason. Underscore, dollar only allowed. This is not allowed. It is hyphen. It is underscore. This 11th one, 12, all are valid. All are valid. See, dollar underscore dollar also valid. Underscore 2 underscore also valid. See, last one also valid. All are valid, no? No. These all identifiers. About identifiers. Next. Keywords. Next heading, keywords. See, one concept completed. Like this, 6 concepts. 6 concepts, if you are perfect, in a basic logical code snippets, any question you can give answer. Okay. Next, note on. A set of words reserved by language itself. A set of words reserved by language itself. And those words are called a set of words reserved by language itself. And those words are called keywords. A set of words reserved by language itself. And those words are called keywords. Writing program purpose. Writing program purpose, some words are reserved. Some words are reserved. Those words are called keywords. Writing program purpose, some words already reserved. Those words are called keywords. Okay. Examples. Public, private, protected, void, static, final, class, interface, package, int, char, float, dash dash, etc. Examples: public, private, protected, void, static, final, class, interface, package, integer, character, float, dash dash, etc. Say writing program purpose. Writing program purpose, some words are reserved. Those words are called keywords. Writing program purpose reserved. Those words are called keywords. Next, write it. All keywords must be written in lowercase letters only. All keywords must be written in lowercase letters only. All keywords must be written in lowercase letters only. Here, you cannot write capital, all small letters. These all compulsory you have to write small letters. Keyword rule. All keywords must be written in lowercase letters only. See, identifier. Capital letter also valid. Small letter also valid. Mixed letters also valid. So, here examples are given. Here, see, all small letter. Here mixed. Here all capital. Small also valid, capital also valid, mixed also valid. But keywords compulsory small letters. You cannot write capital. Compulsory small letter. Okay. All keywords must be written in lowercase letters only. You cannot write capital. Compulsory you have to follow. These all small letters only. Next. There are at present 50 plus keywords including strict TFP, comma, assert, and enum. There are at present 50 plus keywords, including strict TFP, assert, and enum. So actually 60 above are there, but still not included in the keywords list. That is the reason 50 plus I given. Recently 10 plus keywords introduced. Recently, just in 3-4 years only, 10 plus new keywords added. Because Java is a technology. Every day they're updating. Every 6 months, new version coming. That's what every new version you have to update. It is compulsory. Updation mandatory. So there are at present 50 plus keywords I given. Reason some keywords list, that keywords not included in the list itself. That's the reason 50 plus I given. Starting first version 47. Later these three came. Total 50. Recently 10 plus keywords came. But it is not included in the list. That is the reason I just added plus symbol. 50 plus I am saying. 60 plus there. But not included in the list in officially. That is the reason I am not giving. Okay. While teaching new feature, I'll explain. Now, there are at present 50 plus keywords, including strict FP, assert, and enum. See, Java 20 times updated, 1995 onwards. Present version 20, Java 20. Okay. First starting 1.0 came, 1.1 came, 1.2 came. Like that, after 4, they given like a 5, 6, 7 like that. Like that, 20 going on. Present version 20. Up to 20, 50 plus, 60 plus, 10 plus keywords recently added. That is not included in the list. That's what I'm giving like this. Okay. But these three, note on. Strict FP keyword introduced in JDK 1.2 version. Assert keyword introduced in JDK 1.4 version. Enum keyword introduced in JDK 1.5 version. Strict FP keyword introduced in JDK 1.2 version. Assert keyword introduced in JDK 1.4 version. Enum keyword introduced in 1.5 version. Three keywords later introduced like that 50. Starting 47. 47 plus 3, 50. Java 14 onwards, up to 20, 10 plus keywords added. Note 1. CONST constant and go to keywords. CONST constant and go to keywords. Presently not in use. CONST constant and go to keywords presently not in use. These two keywords not in use. Online students, end of the session, I'll clarify your doubts. Listen the class, write the notes. These two keywords presently not in use. If you write, error comes. Here, constant go to keywords. In the keywords list, it is there. In the keywords list, it is there. But if you write, error comes. In future, they may remove from the list or they may activate. But present not working. Present not working. Okay. But it is continuing like that only. 1.0 onwards, it is continuing like that only. 20 version came, they didn't remove, they didn't activate. It is there in the list. Okay. In future, what will happen? Maybe it is continued like this only, or they may remove from the list, or they may add it, activate. But present not working. Okay. Note 2. Note 2. Keyword cannot be used as an identifier. Keyword cannot be used as an identifier. Keyword cannot be used as an identifier. See, these two keywords not in use. Keyword we cannot use as identifier. You have seen identifier rules, variable name, method name, class name. While writing, these 50 plus words are there, no? We should not write. Other than 50 plus words, you can write. But how to remember 50 plus words? It is not required to remember. Just up to exception handling topic if you learn. After that topic, if I ask list of keywords, topic wise, if you recall your subject, you can write 50 plus words. It is possible. Topic wise. Keywords list should not by heart. Just topic wise, you will learn up to exception handling. After exception handling, if I ask to write, you will write 50 words. Topic wise, you can recall subject, you can get it. That is no need to remember. Okay. Now, if you recall subject, automatically comes after learning. So, while writing keyword, while writing identifier, these words we should not write. If you write, error comes. Okay. Now, you have seen keywords. See, here first, what I given, see, a set of words reserved by language itself, and those words are called keywords. Writing program purpose, already some words reserved. Those words are called keywords. Java developer already written some words. Those words we are calling like a keywords. Okay. And examples I given here. These are examples. All keywords compulsory you have to write small letters only. You cannot write capital. Capital if you write error. At present, 50 plus keywords are there. Starting 47. Later, these three added. Recently, 10 plus keywords added. Okay. How many keywords not in use? 2. Constant, go to. We cannot use. These keywords we should not write as an identifier. Variable name, method name, class name, interface name, we should not write. Okay. This is about keywords. Every point important only. Don't neglect. Okay. Here already I told you. Out of 5 rules, 1 rule if you forget, you will fail in software company exam. Here, that's what every point important only. Every point, whatever I'm giving, important only. You have to remember. Now, totals out of 6 concepts, 2 concepts completed. Third one, literals. Third one, literals. In literal, is a source code representation of a fixed value. A literal is a source code representation of a fixed value. A literal is a source code representation of a fixed value. A literal is a source code representation of a fixed value. It is terminology. I'll explain why the terminology they given Java people literals. Different language, different terminology we are calling. Java people they given word literal. If you see, you will understand. I'll explain. Next, write it. In Java, literals are divided into 6 categories. In Java, literals are divided into 6 categories. First one, integer literals. Integer literals. Like this. Numbers. Positive numbers, negative numbers. These are called integer literals. In mathematics, you are calling numbers. In C language, you are calling constants. Java language, you are calling literals. Terminology changed. Any positive number, any negative number, 0. Any positive number, any negative number, and 0 are called integer literals. While writing program, these also required. Say int a equal to 10. 10 is nothing but literal. Floating point literals. Second category, floating point literals. If you add some fractional part, decimal points if you add. Integer literals, floating point literals. Point something if you write. That is floating point literals. Third one, character literals. Third one, character literals. See, positive number, negative number, and 0 are called integer literals. Point something if you write, floating point literals. Character literals. One character in single quotes. One character in single quotes. Even if you write digit also. Even if you write one symbol also. It is called character literal. But single quotes. One character in single quotes if you write. That is called character literal. Positive number, negative number, and 0 are called integer literals. Point something if you write, floating point literals. One character in single quotes. The character can be alphabet, digit, or special symbol, or space. That is character literal. But one character only. String literals. String literal, one character or many characters in double quotes. One character, many characters in double quotes. Those are called string literals. Online students, write the notes, listen the class. End of the session, I'll clarify your doubts. Every day I'm giving time, no? One character in single quotes, character literal. One character or many characters in double quotes, string literals. Fifth one, Boolean literals. Just true, false. Fifth category, Boolean literals. True, false. These two words only Boolean literals. Sixth category, object literals. Total 6 categories of literals. Object literal, null. Small letter only write it. True, false, null. Small letters only write it. Here capital letters, small letters also you have to take care. I'll explain. Where we have to write capital, where we have to write small. That is also one concept is there. Notations. Just 3 points if you remember. Where capital, where small. You can write. You can give answer. Some rules are there for that also. I'll explain. Here. True, false. Here, null. Here, note 1. True, false, and null are not keywords. It is not there in the keywords list. True, false, and null are not keywords. True, false, and null are not keywords. It is not there in the keywords list. Note 2. True, false, and null are also cannot be used as an identifier. Note 2. True, false, and null are also cannot be used as an identifier. Keywords we should not write as identifier. These 3 literals we should not write as an identifier. Now, here I'll ask some questions. Give me answer. It is possible. You can give answers. It is very basic. You can give answer. Suppose employee number. One employee number I want to write. Which category of literal required? Employee number. Which category? Integer literals. So employee number generally 101, 102, 103 like that. Employee numbers will be there. So integer literal. But some companies they'll use alphanumeric. Suppose our institute NIT, Naresh IT. NIT1, NIT2, NIT3. If they want to write string literal. So some companies they are using only numbers, digits. Some companies they are using alphanumeric. Alphabets also, numerics also. Then you have to use string literal. That it depends upon our requirement. Okay. Some companies they are using only digits. In that situation, integer literal. If they want to use alphabets and numeric, then string literal. Okay. Employee name. Which literal? String literal. Character literal, one character only. Employee name, one character will not be there, no? So string literal. Employee number, some companies are using integer literals, some companies are using string literals. But employee name, compulsory string literals only. Employee salary. Which literal? Floating point literals. Rupees and paisa. So decimal points will be there. Rupees and paisa. Okay. Floating point literal. Employee attendance. Present, absent. Which one? Here many options are there. Now you can use true, false. True means present, false means absent. Like that you can write. Suppose you want to write present absent words only. String literal. Suppose you want to write P means present, A means absent. Character literal. P means present, A means absent. Like that also you can write. Or 1, 0. 0 means absent, 1 means true. Like that also you can write, no? So depends upon our application requirement. Maybe integer literal, or maybe character literal, or maybe string literal, or maybe Boolean literal. We cannot predict. Depends upon our requirement, you can select. Employee attendance percentage. Floating point literal. Number of working days, and how many present, how many absent, if you take total percentage, then floating point literal. Like that, we have to select literals. Which category literal required, we have to select. Okay. Now, first of all, what we have to do is, while writing application, you need to select literals only. Now, you are writing on employee data. You want to maintain employee data. What you want to maintain? Employee number, name, address, mobile number, mail ID. Like this, so many details you will want to maintain. Employee number, select literal. Employee name, select the literal. Employee address, select the literal. Like that, you have to select one by one. After selection, you have to select data type to store data. To store the data, type required. Next concept, data types. Say 3 concepts you have seen. Now 4th concept. After 6 concepts, more logics will be there. More logic. I'll give only code snippet. I'll ask question. You have to give answer. All if you remember, you can give answer. 1000 code snippet also you can give answer. If you remember. Concepts you have to remember. But code snippet don't remember. Code snippet don't by heart. Okay. Now data types. Note on. A data type that determines what value variable can hold. A data type that determines what value variable can hold and what are the operations can be performed on variable. A data type that determines what value variable can hold and what are the operations can be performed on variable. A data type that determines what value variable can hold and what are the operations can be performed on variable. So data type means not only type of data. Data type only decides what variable should contain. Data type only decides what are the operations possible on variable. Say here int a, if I write this a should contain integer literal, who will decide? Data type. Now if I write float b, if I write p should contain floating point literal, who will decide? Data type. This is called data type. This is called data type. So here if I write int a, a should contain integer type data. If I write float, a should contain floating point data. If I write char, a should contain character literal. If I write boolean, a should contain true or false. So if I write only a, it is meaningless. It is meaningless. One type if you write, that type data we can store. So if you write integer, a should contain integer category literal only. On this a, what are the operations possible? That is also decided by data type. If int A, if you write, all operations possible. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulo division, less than, greater than, 40 plus operators are there. All you can apply. Int is there, all are applicable. 40 plus operations possible. Okay. Suppose if it is float, some operations not possible. If it is string, very few operations possible. Many operations not possible. On strings, like here, ABC, one string, XYZ, one more string. Can you multiply? No. Can you division operation? Can you apply? No. Like this. But addition possible. Addition possible. Addition means added. A, B, C, X, Y, Z, it is concatenated. Like this. Like that, some operations possible. Some operations possible. Very few possible. Many operations not possible. So, who will decide? Data type only decides. Data type only decides what variable should contain. Data type only decides what are the operations possible on data, on variable. That is data type. Next, write it. In Java, data types are divided into two categories. First one, primitive data types. Second one, reference data types. In Java, data types are divided into two categories. First one, primitive data types. Second one, reference data types. In Java, data types are divided into two categories. First one, primitive data types. Second one, reference data types. This terminology in different programming languages, different types we are calling. In different programming languages, different types we are calling. Suppose in C language, predefined, user defined. Here, this is nothing but predefined. This is nothing but user defined. Already defined, that is primitive. We are going to define reference. In some other languages, basic data types, derived data types. These are nothing but basic. These are nothing but derived. Like that we can call. So different programming language, different type we are calling. Some more programming language, primary data types, secondary data types. These are called primary, these are called secondary. But Java people, they given their own terminology. That is the reason terminology also important. In Java, we are calling primitive and reference. Okay. Now, which are primitive, which are reference? I'll explain. Say, already I told you just now, here, one line, if you want to write like this, one line. For this one line only, 6 concepts are there. 6 concepts. Here, it is called identifier. It is called identifier. For writing that A, so 5 rules you have to follow. Now, A also valid. For writing that word, 5 rules you have to follow. Okay, just now you studied 5 rules. What is first rule? It can be formed by using alphabets, digits, underscore symbol, dollar symbol. Can I write capital letters? Can I write small letter? Can I write mixed? Yes, that is first rule. Second rule, it must begins with alphabet, underscore, dollar. Third rule, length of the identifier, not limited. There is no limit. Fourth rule, it should not contain special symbols other than underscore, dollar. Fifth rule, it should not contain white space character. Suppose only A written identifier, Valid or not valid? Valid. According to 5 rules, valid, no? That is valid. Here, this is a keyword. This is a keyword. Can I write capital letter? Can I write capital letter? No. Keyword compulsory in lowercase letters only. That is reserved. That is reserved. Okay. Now, in a one line here, int a equal to 10 if you write, this is identifier. This is identifier. For writing this word, you need to follow identifier rules. And this is keyword. Keyword concepts also you have to follow. Okay. You learn literals. You learn literal. This int, this 10. What is 10? Literal. It is which category literal? Integer literal. Okay, literal. Now, this is data type also. It is data type. Okay, it is data type. So it is identifier. It is variable also. It is variable. It is operator. It is operator. So in a one line, 6 concepts are there. Okay. Now you learn this one. You learn this one. You learn this one. But still 3 concepts are there. Data type, variable, operator. This semicolon nothing but every statement must be terminated with semicolon. That is syntax in Java. So if these three concepts, if it is completed, this type of statements we can write. At the time, which are valid, which are not valid, you can give answer. Okay. Now, here, whatever I given today, here, identifiers. Identifier nothing but it's a one word. Identification purpose will write. That's what it is. Name of the variable, name of the method, name of the class, name of the interface, identifier. And for writing that one, 5 rules are there. These rules you need to follow. And some examples also are given. Writing program purpose, some words are reserved. Those words are called keywords. All keywords compulsory small letters. At present, 50 plus words are there. And 2 keywords not in use. Constant, go to. Suppose in a code snippet, constant, go to keyword appears. No need to see. Directly you can write answer error. Because the 2 keywords not in use. Okay. Keyword as an identifier you cannot write. That A written, no, A plus keyword you cannot write. If you write error. Literal, nothing but data. Data divided into 6 categories. Positive numbers, negative numbers, 0 or integer literal. Point something, floating point literal. 1 character in single quotes, character literal. 1 character or many character in double quotes, string literal. True, false, Boolean literal. Null, object literal. These 3 not there in the keywords list. But these 3 also we cannot use as identifier. Now A place we cannot write true, false, null. If you write error. So 50 plus keywords we cannot write as an identifier. Plus these 3 we cannot write as an identifier. After selection of literal, data type you have to select. For that, 2 categories are there. These all we'll see next class. Tomorrow no class, only this Saturday, not every Saturday. This class will be continued on Monday. So class is Monday to Saturday, only this Saturday no class. Okay. So already given class timings 7:30 to 9. 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. And Monday to Saturday. Monday to Saturday. Okay. Only this Saturday no class. Next Saturday will be there. Okay. Only this Saturday no class. 7:30 to 9, Monday to Saturday class will be there. you should be very regular. Already logical part started. Logical part started. So Monday only you will see more logics, because already 6 concepts out of 6 concepts, 3 concepts completed, you observe. So identifiers completed, keywords completed, literals completed. Data types, variables I'll give, then only I'll start logical part. While teaching operators, many logics will be covered. Okay. You should be very regular. Every class important only. We'll see continuation on Monday. Online student, just wait 2 minutes. I'll clarify your doubts. Online students, one by one, I'll clarify your doubts. 1 minute. Now, Abujir Aman. Missed class notes, I'll share in Google Classroom, but you need to wait up to Monday. Kalyan, yeah, I'll teach advanced Java also. Kailas, notes you want to write? Which one? Literals? Literal. Okay, literals. This is literals. Next, K Bondavi. Okay. K Bondavi. Like here, learning style major role acts. Tools different, programming different. In programming, more growth will be there. Once if you get a logical skills, you can enjoy in coding. You can enjoy in coding. But tools are different. Tools are different, programming is different. Ramya. Yeah, BSc Computer Science also eligible for placement. Here in Naresh IT, they are conducting placement test, screening test also. I think already you have seen screening test on 18th, 2 o'clock. One screening test is going on. Those who completed for them. Like that, for your batch also, they'll conduct one test. At the time, if you pass that exam, freely they'll provide placement. Freely. Placement assistance is there. Murali Krishna. Yeah, you can join offline class. Come to offline class. Offline class is going on in opposite Prime Hospital, Manjira Square building, 4th floor. Nihar Ranjan. Case sensitive, nothing but capital is there, capital we have to write. Small is there, small you have to write. But capital place small, small place capital, error. That is called sensitive, case sensitive. Sahil Sheikh. I'll teach how to download Java software, how to install, how to write the compile the program, how to execute. I'll teach. Payal. Yeah, I'll teach. I'll teach how to write program, how to compile, how to execute. I'll teach. Gayatri, your 3rd year student. Okay, it is possible. It is, you have a plenty of time. 1 year time is there. Only one session if you attend also possible. One by one also. Yes, possible. You can do. It is more better. While pursuing, if you join, it is more better. Instead of after completion of BTech, while pursuing 2nd year, 3rd year, like that only better. Anusha. Null required in object-oriented programming. Today not possible to understand. In further session, I'll cover. Rohit, my mail ID I'll give you. Any doubt is there, you can mail to my mail ID also in further sessions. This is my mail ID. Okay. Venkatesh.mansani@yahoo.com. Or Rajalakshmi. Constant go-to keywords are present in the list. That is the reason we cannot use as identifier. It is not possible. Arpana, core Java, complete I'll cover. Don't worry. Like Java fundamentals, object-oriented programming, network programming, Java streams, serialization, multi-threading, synchronization, collections framework, generics, Lambda expression, everything I'll cover. Up to Java 20 I'll cover. No need to worry about subject. Prathamesh, equal to nothing but operator. Mehrin. Yeah, HTML, CSS, another batch will be there. Weekly, yeah, timing, if it is not suitable, you can wait just 1 week or 10 days. If you wait, one more batch will be there. Other batch you can attend, not a problem. Arpana, this class 75 days it will take. 75 days. Bhavya. Which class is this? This is core Java. Core Java. Kishore. Keywords. All keywords are, all data types are keywords, but all keywords are not data types. Srikar. BA, BCom people, all are eligible for software industry. Vijay Lakshmi, 75 days it will take core Java. Anusha already told, null further sessions you'll understand. Rahul, present these 4 sessions recording, you got it, but further no recordings. Praveen, any hardware, Java works, no need to worry. Screening test. Whatever I'm going to teach, if you follow, if you provide, if you put efforts, 100% you'll reach it. 100 marks differently you'll get it. 100 out of 100 also possible. Because that way we are teaching, that way they are conducting written tests. That way, if you'll work hard, it is possible to reach. Ahmad, full stack Java here. Course details I provided in first video you watch. Project means at least framework knowledge required. K Bondavi, yeah. As compared to tools, programming, once if you get a logical skills, you'll enjoy job also, you'll enjoy coding also. More logical way, and and also more growth will be there in coding. Prabhu Teja, offline, online at a time going on. Online, offline at a time going on. Vinay Kumar, 100% job guarantee program is different. That is, all are not eligible for that. That is, you contact admin for details. 100% job guarantee, whether you are eligible or not, you contact admin. That is separate program is there. That is also we are teaching. But all are not eligible for that 100% job guarantee program. Srikar, front end, back end, further I will see. Chetan, I didn't understand what is your question. Switch class. That is, you contact admin only. Prakash, yeah, communication skills also important to get a job. You have to improve. How to improve means you create one group, your friends discuss every day within English, you'll get it. Yeah, Pravalika, HTML batch in an Arashati website you can see. Admin number already is present in chat box. 1 minute. Admin number. One minute. Admin number I'll provide. This is admin number. Non-technical doubts, you contact admin better. Next. Projects means end of the course. After Spring Boot, you have to develop. There is separate course is there. Advanced Java parallelly not possible. Data structures not included in this course. Non-technical doubts, fee details, all those things, contact admin only better. Technical doubt, you can ask me. Programming, Bhavyasri, already I started. Today only logic started. Just tomorrow, day of Monday and Tuesday only you'll see. Yeah, Arpana, only core Java 75 days. Yeah, Pravalika, HTML will be provided. Srikar, already I given responded. I given answer for your query. Full stack Java only. 3 courses you learn. First video watch, those who didn't attend. Again, same questions you are asking. Anusha, spring class after advanced Java. See, many people, they're asking same questions yesterday, day before yesterday, today. Yes, you watch videos. You watch videos. Admin number I given here. You watch videos, you'll get it all answers. All answers are there in videos. You watch videos. Non-technical doubts, contact admin. Technical doubts, you can ask me. Parallelly, HTML, CSS, JavaScript batch, Oracle batch, you can attend. Non-technical doubts, you contact admin. Technical doubts, you ask me. Otherwise, you watch these videos, you will get it everything. Your doubts, your queries, everything will be cleared in these videos. Okay. We'll see continuation on Monday.